Good morning, everyone. Yes, I want to use this opportunity to appreciate my father and mother in the Lord, Pastor Bimbo and Yemi Davids, for this great opportunity. I do not take it for granted at all. This morning, I want to speak on ability to create wealth is in you. The ability to create wealth is in you. I want us to go into the Bible first and go to Genesis 39:2. And it says, the Lord was with Joseph, and he was a prosperous man, and he was in the house of his master, the Egyptian. So at this time, Joseph was a slave. He does not have anything, but God was saying he was already a successful person. So no matter where you are now, you already the success, what you need to succeed is already in you. The only thing you need is how to fine-tune it, package it well, to make it come out well the way you want it. Like I always say, I remember my previous years when I was still in that poverty level, when I was still a young child. I realized some of the things I exhibit now, I already had some of them then. Because my mom would just call me from nowhere. I was still a young girl in school. She would say, I want to do this business. And she would sit me down and tell me, help me look at these things. So she can see it even from that time. So what will give you wealth in life is already within you. It's around you already. It's just for you to be able to put it together and be able to annex it and turn it into something that the world will be ready to pay you for. And I want us to know that there is something in us that the world needs. There is something in every one of us that the world needs. With this, I want us to also go back to the Bible, to go to Jeremiah 1:5, which says, before I formed you in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I already sanctified thee. And I have ordained you the prophet to nations. So, whatever we are doing, we should not see it in that low key. We can actually be prophet to nation in that regard, in whatever we want to do. But the truth is, I appreciate GIC so much. We get a lot from church. A lot. And sometimes, because we don't pay for some of these things, we might not be implementing them. We overlook them. But people pay real money to get some of the information we get in church for free. Especially the GII. Because I've attended the GII, and I realized that one of the things they taught us in GII then was about the 7 mountains. If you know your mountain already, you already have where you can make wealth from. If you have been able to identify the mountain where you fall under, or the mountain where you are, you already have a source of wealth in you. But the only issue I realize is that most people don't understand how to monetize it. Monetization is the issue that a lot of people have. Now, okay, I've known my mountain. I'm in business mountain. For somebody like me, I'm in business. And coming to GII has validated a lot of things for me to say, okay, everybody around me says, this is who you are. This is who you are. So it makes me to know that, okay, this is what I can do. Now, how do you package it into a product that the world will be willing to pay you for? That's the next question. So how do you package it into a product that the world will be willing to pay you for? Number one, there are ways in turning whatever you've discovered about yourself into a product. And for me, what is the definition? What is the formula of a product? Product is just a problem plus solution equals a product. Like now, and I realized that from experience, both our experiences that we've passed through in life, our knowledge, our talent, and our purpose in life. Maybe God has been able to tell you what he wants you to do in life. You can package it as a product that the world will actually pay you for. Pay you real money for. And sometimes we don't value what we have. Or some of us, we don't even know what we have. You do it for people, but you do it maybe for free, or you feel it's nothing. For me, for a long time, I talk to people concerning business for free, for nothing. I just want to teach somebody. But I discovered some years back, apart from the Lord telling me I should go into that, I discovered I would teach people, they won't implement, and they won't have results. So I was like, what's the issue? I realized, okay, because I was not placing a fee on it, maybe it was not valuable. So I decided to say, okay, this is the cost for this particular thing. And I created product out of all my experiences. Those things are things that has happened to me. Then I've been able to package them into product. And I realized that the people that pay me heavily for it, they implement and they get quality, powerful results. I remember last 2 months, somebody contacted me on Instagram, and the guy was like, I had this issue. I'm doing so much sales in my business, but I don't have money. I don't know where the money is going to. But from time to time, I will go and get more money from somewhere, pumping it into the business, and I've been there. I remember those days. I will just bring him money, calculate, where is this money going to? Where is it flying to? So I told him, when he sat down, when he was speaking, what I was saying to him was like, how did you know? This is it. I would say, look, this is the issue. Look at, because I've been there. So I was talking to him, and I realized when I did the whole process with him, even the day I stepped into his office, the first day, that's why experience is key. So whatever you know, somebody will actually pay you good money for you to teach them. And there's nobody that has all the knowledge in there. There are some things I don't know. So there are some things you know. That's why God has created us to this world to solve a particular problem. We are formed for a particular reason. And until you begin to solve the problem that you are created for, you can't make wealth. Wealth cannot come to you. You can be making money, but the real wealth, to make so much money, you won't get it. And you can't get that fulfillment that you want. Sometimes it's not only about money. It's also about doing it, and you are fulfilled in your heart that, okay, this is what I want to do. So I did that for the man. Immediately I stepped into his office for assessment. It was like, I want you to visit. I said, if you don't pay, I will even step out. Once you pay into my account, then I will visit you. So when he made the payment, I went there. Immediately I stepped in. I just looked around. The way they were just running their processes, the way they do their sales, everything. I just called. I said, oh, guy, you are losing so much money. You don't know how much you are losing until you put structure in this business. I didn't know. He didn't believe me. But he just feel, let me just do it. I know I have issues, but I don't know where the issue is coming from. Let me just go ahead. And we continued until we finalized everything. On the final day when we were doing stock taking, the girls, they were like, Ma, start counting from here. I said, no, I don't take me. There's a way I do my own. Everybody should go out of the store, bring out everything, and as we are counting the stock from the system that we've been able to put there, then I want to see the item one after the other as it's moving in. Let me see them before I can hand over to the person and leave. So I know I've done my job. So when we were doing that, we realized for a particular product, because they sell laptops, one computer like that, on their book, they have like 96. And what the actual quantity was like difference of 30. That is 30 times like 80K. We got to another product, we saw like 9 difference. So when we did the whole mathematics, we are seeing like about 3 million naira difference in the book. So what they do is once they make sales, they just reduce the number in the sales book and divide the money. So you can't run business like that and think you want to grow wealth. And the man was like, under my roof, I always come to this office every day. I'm always there. I say, in this Nigeria, in my 13 years in business, I've seen. Because everybody feels that. Even people that want to work with you feel that I'm coming to work. And you hear a slogan like, it's where you work that you eat. But you should remember that somebody owes that money you are eating. But I don't blame anybody taking any money. I just blame the business owner. Put structure in place so that your staff they don't need to steal. When the whole place is blocked, they won't steal your money. Then you yourself, you can now know how to pay them better. Because the fund will be seen. But when you are not seeing your money, and the money is not there, you will be saying, I can't pay them. But at the end, the money is there. So I understand that we all have something. At that time, even when I came to, the first time Pastor said, Nancy, you are going to speak in church, I was like, oh God, I don't want to teach anybody. I felt I don't know anything. But when I went to implement, and the man saw the result, he traveled out now. He sent me packages. Because he has been able to validate that this thing is actually true. And even the letter he sent to me was like, I didn't believe you the first day you came. Because when I entered, I just said, God, too much money is flying in this place. Because everything is just not okay. So somebody that is not experienced in that field, you might be good in something else. You might not understand that aspect. So there is something in you that the world needs. Don't overlook yourself. People will actually pay you well to get what you have. And before you launch out your product, like I said before, whatever experience you've had in the past, whatever challenges, whatever knowledge you have, you can package it into product that the world will be willing to pay you for. And the truth is, how will the world know that if you have a product and you package the product is beautiful enough, it can solve problem, and nobody knows that you have the product, how will you sell? And this is the major reason why a lot of businesses are not doing well. Sales, selling. How will you sell if they don't know you exist? So for you to actually make money in any business or any product or any service industry, people must know you exist. It is when your target audience understand that you exist that money can actually flow to you, that sales can come your way. If I'm not on Instagram and I'm not posting on Instagram, he can't connect to me. He cannot. So some people will tell me, that's why you posting too much. I say, sorry, I'm making money on Instagram. Oh, sorry. If you see me post, I'm making money on Instagram. Like last month, I made over 800K on Instagram alone. So it's not a thing of whether I'm playing there. Me, I'm not playing. Now, anything that is play, I don't do it. I do money things. So if you want to make money, people must know that you exist. Until they know you exist, then you can start making sales. So how do they know you exist? You have to create an effective awareness campaign. Create a campaign that be intentional about your brand, about your product. And like I said, I've said it earlier before. There's somebody in church. I remember I met her in my estate and she was saying, I'm not making sales. And I told her, I don't even know what you do. I don't know what you do, but you're not making sense. And she now said, I'm a fashion person. I said, I have a lot of clothes I want to make. I don't know you make clothes. So a lot of things that you do or what you sell, people around you don't even know you do it. So how will you sell? So if you go and do fasting and prayer in that regard, and nobody knows what you do, how will you make sales? The product will just be there. You can never sell. So you must create a campaign that will let the whole world know that I'm here. Tell the world you are here. The Bible says we are the light of the world. So we are the salt of the earth. So it's not about you staying inside your room and nobody knows what you do. Whatever you do, and you can do it well, and you'll be able to test one, package it, test it that this thing I like what I tell people, before I come out to say I want to be a coach, I've tested all my products on people and I realized that it has given them results. Yes, now I can brag anywhere. Can come anywhere and say it because I know it will work. So whatever product you also have, test run it. Go out, because if you don't test run your product, that confidence will not be there. But once you can test your product with any other person or any people around you, and they are sure that your product is actually giving the promises that is there, you are good, you will make money, you will make sales. You will make sales. So the truth is, people will only buy from who they know, who they like, and who they trust. So number one is they must know you. All the things you've ever bought in your life, go and check it. If you don't know the product exists, you can't buy it. Or you get to a supermarket, you check their walls, and you see that, okay, this particular product is there. That's when you can say, I want it. If you don't work there, you can't know. If they don't do adverts and you know this particular product exists, you can't know it's there. So we must understand that all those adverts that people try to do is not for show off or anything. It's for the sales. It's for business. It's a business strategy that works. Like I shared too on my page. Like when I started my business the first day, I made sales of over 1 million naira. I broke that record. It's because I was able to identify my target audience, and I went to them to tell them, I'm going to start this business on the 20th of March. Please come and buy from me. They didn't want to. I realized, what will I do to them to make them come? I went back to them to say, I'll be sharing food and drink on that day. A lot of food and drink. At that time, I just said, Nigerians, they like food. Let me add food and drink. Before I knew it, over 200 legs entered my shop on the first day. And I made sales of over 1 million naira. And when I was starting, I didn't start with over 1 million naira. So I started with like 600,000. But I had to go and restock the same day like 4 times. So what am I saying? Awareness campaign marketing is key to your business. Don't say I'm shy. It's not about you have to be strategic, but you have to make strategic noise about your business. Make noise about it. Let people know. The Bible, there's a place in the Bible says, compel them to come. Shout, call them, let them come. Once they see you. And I realized then I was just doing my own thing, sending messages to people. But on a daily basis, I was making crazy sales. Crazy, because I would have checked the environment. Okay, what are they doing today? I would just go and do contrary to. I would do the opposite of what my competitors are doing. So I will make so much sense. Everybody will start screaming, Nancy, you've taken all the market. What is the issue? But at that time, they didn't understand. So, and I was making money, but they were complaining. If you like, complain and nag from now to tomorrow. If you don't take that step, the money cannot come to you. So there are 5 things I want to share with us before you launch out your product that you should do. Yes, 5 things that you need to know before you launch out your product or services. Number 1, identify the problem the problem your product is solving. What exactly is this particular product or services solving? What will it do? What is the benefit to my audience? Because a lot of people, when you want to do marketing and you are sharing about your business, your product or services features, it does not make people to buy. Marketing has changed. What you advertise now is the benefit or the result. Leave all the features. Just keep telling them about the benefit they will get, what they will get. That will make them come to you. So that's 1. Then number 2, you must understand that selling is helping. If you know selling is helping, it will be easy for you to also sell. Because you feel that I need to help this person. For me, I need to help this person to structure the business well so that he can start making more money. If I tell you that, you will come to me now and say, take the money, I beg, help me. So I'm saying it in a way that I want to help you. But at the tail end, I'm still going to get, but I'm going to get money, value from it. So we must understand that selling is helping. Then number 3 is customers are emotional beings. So understand your customer day-to-day life. At what time will I need to tell this person to come and buy? At what time am I not supposed to say it? At what time? So you sometimes put yourself in the place of your customers. Then you can know, this is when I will tell them, this is what I should not say, this is what I should do. So I remember those days, I would just wake up in the morning and say, I know, because normally by 6 I'm up. So by 7, I'm rushing to say I want to go and pick my stock when I was still doing my business in a low key. So I know by that time they're already up. So for airtime business, I send my SMS like to 7. My SMS is ready. I started blowing SMS to everybody. Wherever they are, receive the anointing this morning. You must come to my office. So before you see it, a lot of people are standing outside. I want to buy product. And when they say, immediately I got to SMS, I just turn back. So for somebody else, he's sleeping, and he will say the other person is using one thing to sell. You must take over the game. These things are not really very difficult like that. If you can just put in the work. It requires work. I was telling one of my clients that, okay, there's this lady, she sells abacha on Instagram. So she contacted me. I helped her out on the first day. So for me, on my first day, I was able to make sales of 1 point something. And I realized that I've been able to do it for a lot of people now. About some people too, on their first day, they made sales because they implement the same strategy. The things are not really new, but you must put in the work. But at the time, she now called me, Coach Nancy, the order is too much. I can't come to the airline. I said, you want money and you don't want to work. That's the problem I have with people. A lot of us want money, but we don't want the work, and it's not possible. If you want money, the more money you want, the more people you call in, know that it's work for you. So now, if I, for instance, I said I made sales of over $1 million, I had to pack and drive down back again to go and pick another product. If you say, I'm tired, I can't go, Joe, what kind of a thing? Leave it there. Then you can't make money. I tell people, you don't think money is not easy like that. You must put in the work to make that money. Then at a stage, you will start to rest. But you can't start resting now that you have not even made the money. A lot of people are resting now, and they are supposed to make money first before they rest. So I have another lady too. She makes clothes, and she called me, Coach Nancy, the order is too much. I have 40. I can't finish it. I said, what's your problem? It's the amount of solution that you make happen for people that would determine the money in your bank account. If you don't work, how will you get the money? I said, please, let's get people to work with you. That's the next thing. It's not about you rejecting others or telling them not to. Some people will just say, we have closed, we don't want more order. You are throwing away money. How can you say you don't? That's just a direct way of saying I don't want money again. Because I don't want more order. So I told her you have to look for how to do it. First, for these ones that you have, how to Get somebody that can do it at a cheaper fee. Supervise them. Then supply. Take your difference. Don't ever reject money. There is always a better way. Pastor keeps saying it. There is a better way of doing whatever you are doing. So if you are stuck, ask for help. Seek for help from other people. They can put you through. Then ensure you keep your promises. This is key in business because reputation matters a lot. Because if I deal with you, like this person I was saying, I never knew the person is one big person. I just did my normal thing and I left. But the people the person has directed to me is enough for me to go and rest this month. There's one big, I won't call the name, one big person in this country that called me because of that person. And said, Nancy, I said, I'll go for you, or you're a big man. You have to pay me 500K. Because he's big, you have too much money now. I know your name. He said, no, I want you to come and do. I said, no. He said, I'm traveling now. When I come back, we'll start. So let me tell you, because you must keep your promise. That's why I want you to test your product yourself. Test it around the people with you. Let them be sure to tell you that this thing is actually producing what you have said. Then you can move into the market and take over. Because our purpose is to dominate and take over. Staying quiet in the field, or like I see a lot of us don't want to do adverts, maybe on Instagram, where you are losing out. There is money on Instagram. I'm begging everybody, go and open your account and start doing something today. There is money there. For me, I'm not a social person. My husband knows he's around. I don't, even the first phone he bought for me, I was like, I don't need it. I just use that small Nokia 3310 and go and sell my card and be counting the money. That's the only thing I know. But one day he came, he said, Madam, you are an MD now. You are doing so much money. This one is bad now. What is this? Take this. Take this BlackBerry. That was when I used it. I was like, the features are really good, though, because the SMS alert comes in one group. So I can just check. I said, I didn't know it was better like this. That was why I said, I don't want to spend my money for such thing. I just want to continue to make the money and keep it. Don't let it go out. So, but what I want us to know is that the new game is social media, social. All of us, if our businesses are not on Instagram or on social media for now, you can start. You might not be up there, but just start. Don't take it aside and say, I don't care, it's for children. No, people are making real money from Instagram. I don't have time to play, but I make money from there. So please, we can also take advantage of it and learn how to do it. It's not difficult. When I came on Instagram first, I was like, this thing is stressful. What kind of rubbish is it? But later, I became good at it. Which last week I launched a product. On the day I launched it, I know how much alert I got. It's so sweet that you will just put a product there and say, I want to... These are things. This product are things that you know. Some of it are your experiences, negative experiences. Like I have so many staff that took money, stole. At that time, it was happening to me. I didn't know it would become something that will make money from tomorrow. So once it happened, I would say, what will I do to block this issue now? That's my own. I don't believe in what has happened. I will just come back and sit down. How can I solve this issue? So when I put system in place to solve it, I say, okay, it's no longer happening, until I got to a place that it was no longer there. So now, whatever challenges you are currently facing can just be your source of income tomorrow. And I tell people, most challenges are stepping stones to greatness. They are stepping stones because it will help you because you have gone through it. When the person is talking, you are saying, this is the way. When you are talking, the person is nodding his head, this person knows what he's saying. It's different from when somebody is just saying it without any experience. So at this point, I want us to know that there is no such thing as no sales if you are in business. There is no such thing as no sales. If you are not selling, someone else is. So I want to share a quick tips about balancing your home or balancing in business for female entrepreneurs, even for both. And for me, I like to say balance is better. For you to make money in business, you need peace of mind. Because if you are not peaceful with your spouse, how will you even make the money? Because you will go out being sad. You can't be happy. And a lot has to do with your mood when it comes to making money too, doing business. You have to be happy for it to connect to you. If you are angry and you are sad every time, you can just throw away opportunity without even knowing. So you need to be at peace with yourself, with also your spouse, for you to do better. Number one, in balancing your life, your life or marriage and business is know yourself. Know yourself. The church has helped us a lot with temperament, personality assessment. Know yourself. If you know yourself and you know your spouse, there won't be any issue. the issue will be reduced. I don't even know. I'm still on, okay. So know yourself. Then number 2, communicate with your hobby. Communicating with my hobby has been very helpful to me. Communication is key. Communication is key. You must communicate. Give updates. If you are not going to be back on time for the kids, instead of you coming back and nagging, complaining, I'm the one that is doing everything. Why can't you just call and put it across to the person if he can help or he can provide solution for you? So you put it across. Don't just assume. Communicate. Because a lot of us will say, I thought you will know. Don't think for the person. Just tell him, this is what I want to do. It will save you a lot of stress. Because sometimes when I tell people that me and my husband, we don't quarrel like that too. Anything. I don't have issues. They'll say it's not possible. What is not possible? If something is not happening in your life, does not mean that it does not exist. Like I told somebody that I made 1 million, blah, 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 doing this, said it's not possible. If it's not in your life, does not mean it does not exist. What you have to do is to humble yourself and learn. Don't say it's not possible. If somebody said it happened to him, you are saying it's not possible. Are you the person? So you must understand that if you know yourself better, you can communicate with yourself. You don't need to fight. You don't need to do business like any other person. Especially for us that we are Christians. We don't need it. Because peace is key and it's paramount. That's what I think. So number 3 is understand. For every woman in the house, please, I'm sorry I might hurt you with this word. Understand that you're a woman under authority. Your husband is the head of the home. Whether you want to go to UK and come back, as far as we're in this country, and as far as Bible is concerned, the husband is the head. So you don't just do things without consent. I don't do it. So a lot of people will say, maybe the home is okay because the woman has money. Money cannot replace respect. Money cannot replace respect. You must get it clearly. So a lot of people get married and they want to use their money to buy everything from their spouse. It won't work. Every man needs his respect. If you have all the money in the world, the respect is important to him. So you must give him. So I even want to let you know that if you don't even give him the money and give him his respect, your money, the man is fine. It's fine. So respect your husband, whether you have the money or not. Give him the respect. And respect is not complete until the receiver says, I've gotten it. But because I meet a lot of entrepreneurs, when they come to me, my husband is not supportive, he's always complaining, I tell them, he said, I'm trying to respect. It's not about you. How does your husband want respect? Because if you respect your husband the way another man wants respect, you are going to have issues. What are his values? What does he want? What does he see as respect? Okay, you are saying you respect him. Maybe the man does not want you to do something this way. And you come in the morning and greet him, good morning. And you are kneeling down, but you have done the opposite of what he does not want. Is that respect? So we must balance all this so that you don't keep saying my husband is not supportive and is not this. Because I tell you, for women that have supportive husbands, they are respectful. Because a lot of people think it's money. Money will not do anything because I've seen people that have so much money. And at the end of the day, they gave their husband all the money. And they were still beaten out of the marriage. And they still scatter the whole thing, even with your money. So money is not the issue. Respect is important. And respect in this, let me give you a clear example of this respect I'm talking. Okay, you might have the money and my husband wants me not to travel. Maybe I want to travel to Dubai. I say, I want to go and rest. And I asked him, I want to go to Dubai. And my husband said, I don't want to go to Dubai now. Do you know that if you don't have the money, you can decide to say, I'm not going because I don't have the money. And he said he's not giving me. But there is different thing with you when you have this money. And the man says, don't go. And you sit and you did not go. That is the real respect. So I'm not saying not having the money, but you must understand that the respect must be clear. If you can, because a lot of people, I will go into my next point, which is don't compete with your husband, but compliment him. A lot of people have issues with their spouse not supporting them because the man can see that you are going to compete with him. It's not safe around you. So I know we have some unsecured men that are always afraid. They don't want you to be there. Those ones are there. But if your husband is also not secure, you need to check yourself very well. What are you triggering in his life? What are you doing that is making him to have that fear? I've counseled people like that. They will say to my husband, I say, okay, look, and until I told her, look at some things that you are doing, change it. You can't be doing this thing and be saying you want your husband to support you. I tell you, when I started my airtime business, especially for you, if your husband has money or is okay, and you want to start business, sorry, you have to put in work. Ishe, you have to work. So my husband will say, he has given me everything. I need to take care of the family. So, but me, I like to work. I can't stay at home. So because of that, I know that if I say I didn't make meals or I didn't do any other thing I'm supposed to do for him, because I'm working, he will tell me, come and sit at home now. Did I tell you that I need money? So for me to avoid that, I was putting all the work. I will get home sometimes. I will still need to make that meal. Those days, it's not now that we have pando yam. We have pando yam now, so I can do pando yam in 2 seconds and give my husband and go and sleep. I will have to pan just to make my husband feel that, I'm in charge of this home. I know what I was doing. It's not that I was not, I would do it, give him everything. And again, I want to also come to the area of sex in marriage. When you are working and you say, I'm tired every night, please, if I'm your husband too, I will tell you not to go to that shop again. No. Don't go, stay at home. So you must understand priority in life, because you must give the man that thing that he wants so that you can also get what he wants, what you want from him. It's a vice versa thing. It's not a one-way thing. So you go to work and you come back and you say, I'm tired. It's not right. You must plan yourself, schedule your life. You can be tired sometimes, but you can't be tired every day. That's the challenge I have with some people. They are tired every day. So I didn't want to talk about balance because, please, you don't have to be tired every day, I beg you. Be there for your husband. Be there for your spouse, because those things help to even make the devil not to enter into your home. Block it. I remember late Bimbo Dukoya. She really helped me a lot. Because then I used to go to singles and married in their church then when I was young. So she would tell me, no matter how tired you are. So that thing was in my head. No matter how tired I am. If my husband does come and say, Pim, I'm ready. And I tell you, it helps me a lot. People will say, some people will come and say, how are you coping? How is your husband allowing you to do? He will allow, because every other thing, I've been able to do it well. So go and put your home in order. Then your husband can actually support you. But if your husband knows that you are competing with him, or trying to prove point that, okay, your husband says, I have 1 million, you say I have 2. You people are doing competition in your home. You can't go anywhere with that. You are supposed to compliment. Whatever you have is for the family. Whatever he has is. But I tell people, a lot of people will say, what in the case where I have a spouse that is, well, I don't have answer for you. But me, I'm talking according to Bible. Just build that relationship to the extent that your spouse can trust you enough. You might decide to have your own personal things. He can trust you enough and allow you, put his consent and say, go and buy it. Anything my husband don't want me to buy, I won't buy it. Too. I don't need it. I don't want to die before my time. I don't need anything that he does not want. So you must understand that putting those things into consideration will either make your own peaceful or stressful. So protecting each other from third party. A lot of people, even maybe your husband is challenged at that time, does not have fun, then do you need to tell the whole world? Do you need to tell the whole Nigeria that I'm the one cooking? So you can, there is a better way of doing all these things. Because the way you handle it is what will determine how the man will respond back to you. So, next one is letting him know that he has the final decision. Even for men, because men naturally, they have ego. So, sometimes they want to reconfirm that, am I still the head of this home? The position has been changed. So I remember one day, during the early days, I was too busy. I don't know about structure then. So I would just pack all my children's things and drop them in school and rush to the store and come. So I forgot to put lunch in one of my children's box. So they called my husband directly and they didn't call me. Oh, God. So they called him. My husband was like, he was very angry. What kind of rubbish is this? If it's empty and 1.5 now, you won't forget it. So that day, I was like, wow. So I got home the next morning. After bathing the children, I want to drop them in school. I came back home. I didn't go to the office. I said, today, I'm staying at home. Oh. I don't want trouble. This marriage is important than the business. So I allowed him to see until he called and he said, are you still at home? So go to your office. I said, no, this marriage is important. Forget that business first. until I made him feel that this thing is important. It's just a mistake. And I later went back to my office. So you must keep letting them know that they are in charge. No matter how much you have made, no matter how much money you have in your bank account, your husband remains the head of the home. It does not mean that you cannot contribute, but the manner in which, Pastor will say you have to behave it, the manner in which you do it will also determine how the man will take it. And lastly, I want to tell every woman in business or everybody in business, no matter how small your business is, no matter how small it is, let's try to implement structure in our businesses, because these things will help us to actually position our business for great. I remember those days, I would just be making money. I was doing so well, but I can't really say this is what my business is worth. This is my net. That was the challenge, and that was the challenge this particular guy was facing. I said, I will know that I made so much sales this month. Where is the money? I can't find it. Number one, myself, I contribute to it. I was robbing the business as a business owner. Some of us rob our business, and I was involved in that. Just be buying anything you want to buy. That's that. Let's structure our business. Our business can actually be a multinational. If I had known what I know now, assuming I've been in GIC since I started my business, well, I would have been somewhere else, so I wouldn't be here. That's the truth. Because I had a lot of opportunities, but I did not know how to harness it. I was just enjoying the money, buying and just doing things. So I want us to know that we can package our business for that place we want it to be. And it's not difficult. It just depends on how we put all the things they teach in church, we put it together, implement it, and let it work. I remember last year, I came to church on Thursday, and Pastor was praying. Pastor said we should pray one prayer. Just this year. He said that we should pray for one thing that will bring the equation in the success that we are trying to achieve. There was one prayer point like that. So I prayed it, I got to my prayed, and I had a dream. And in that dream, Pastor was the one telling me what to do. Why I want to say this, I want to just add a little to what Pastor have been saying, to say, if we are in the church, let's be in the church. Because I tell you, there is a covering that has to do with when your heart is with the altar. It's very important. When your heart is with the church, you are there. And for somebody like me, I don't even want to be too close to pastor, because I want to understand that respect and take advantage of it. Pastor did not even know. I remember like some months ago, he called me. Pastor don't call me on a regular day. He just called. I hope you're okay. I hope everything is fine. I said, yes, I'm fine. And that particular day, my husband went to drop my son in school, not knowing that when Pastor was calling, they had a serious accident, that it was bad, but nothing happened to them. So there is a signal in spirit when you are connected with your heart. It's important. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but let's be connected. And also, I have to drop this because the Lord dropped it in my heart when I was coming. In terms of paying your tithes, a lot of us pay tithe, but sometimes we don't pay it to where our storehouse, that's our church. Maybe we pay it to somewhere else, or based on social media gist and all those wahala, you can do it anywhere. But the truth is, you are supposed to pay your tithe to your church, not any other church, not any other pastor. You can do any other thing with any other person, but that tithe should come to your storehouse. I just said I should share that with us. And I want us to know that there is nothing we cannot achieve in life if we can only put our mind to it, see it. When you see it, you can achieve it. A lot of things I've been able to see, and I've been able to see the result today. And I want you to know that all of us can actually be in that billionaire status in the nearest future. Thank you.